ike mana ọnwekwa igwe nọ n'ụjọ nọkwa na ama ihe. What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth, where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without feint. Where we encourage us to live our lives and live it well through the knowledge of factual truth because it's our lives. And personally, I'm encouraging you to live and enjoy your life naturally because it's yours. You were not born to worship, you were not born to believe, you were not born to follow. You were born to live, explore, and enjoy your life. So you were born in this world. This is where you came from. This is where you are, and this is where you will ever be. You can never leave this world for any reason. No way. You can never leave this earth. You are earthly. Everything about you is earthly. You are not a spiritual being. You are not a religious being. You don't supposed to be a confused being also unless you believe without knowing or without seeing. But when you know, you do. You don't do what you believe. You only do what you know. So today I'm sharing with us what I titled Crowd Pleasing Business. Crowd Pleasing Business. Many of us don't know that most of the things that we think is the way of life or way we're supposed to be living are mere crowd pleasing business. It has nothing to do with reality, our reality, what really benefits us. So you see many people confused about life, still believing to find out their purpose for living. There is no purpose for living, but you living. There's purpose for living. Live. You are born to live. So there is nothing else. You are born to live. Live. It's only human beings that you see struggling with other, trying to live. Maybe there's a word out there they're supposed to live by, or spiritual word and all that. You're not supposed to be mindful of that. Know yourself. When you know who you are, you will no longer be a slave to whatever people say, especially people using commandments and the promises of God and other lies they made up to deceive the gullible crowd. So I want to show us some of the things that are actually crowd pleasing business because it's making money, it's producing money. So for you to make that money, you have to please the crowd. If you don't please them, they won't come to you. They won't follow whatever they won't even care to research or listen to what you are saying because you are not pleasing to them, maybe how you look or how you present it. But know that there's no nice way you present the truth. Truth is hate speech to those who live in the lie, those who have been indoctrinated and brainwashed from childhood to believe there is God, there is Jesus, there is a Messiah, or there is higher power that can change the affairs um, of man, which is not true. There is no God greater than us. We are above every gods and goddesses that people made or worship in this world. This is our world. So the first crowd pleasing business you should know of is, or you should know about, is sports. Sports. You see how today people betting. I remember growing up, we used to castigate or see those men, especially elderly men who are always in the pool house playing pool. We say, oh man, these people are blah 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 blah. Today, you see even young boys, young girls are playing it. Sports, crowd pleasing business. That's what it is, and it's making a lot of money because the crowd has to drop, of course. So it is actually, hypnotize people, hype people, distract them from what actually disturbing them or what actually they need to change. But these sports, like World Cup, World this, Super Bowl, Super that, so it get people distracted, mesmerizing people, and people thinking, okay, I think there is hope. Oh, yeah, blah, 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 without any tangible change taking place. You see people dying and killing themselves because of that. Oh, this is my team, this is my player, blah, blah. People that are making money. One of the things that draws me from following the crowd in sports is, listen, these people that are playing this, they are making a lot of money. You that is watching them, the spectators, you are not making it. In fact, you spend the one you have. Does it make sense to you? Think. Some people has become like a deep religion. They cannot even date somebody that don't like sports or like their type of sports and all that. They can hate you because of what negative. I mean, something you said about their favorite sports, because they don't like anybody telling them the truth about it. So they just want you to believe it, swallow it, follow them, applaud them, pretend. Another one is entertainment. Oh, that's sports is also part of entertainment, right? Kinda, but it's a game. But how about entertainment industry? All these movies, music, WWE, you know, all those entertainment. It thrills the crowd, but it's also distracting them from the main thing, even from themselves. They don't know they have been robbed. They don't know they have been controlled. And that's why I see government is cool with that. Anything that will keep the crowd from thinking for themselves, government is solidly blind behind it. Because when the crowd begin to think for themselves, they will not need any leader over them. All of them will be leading themselves. You say, oh no, there will be no order. Who told you that? Who told you that? There will be cars, there will be the anarchy. Who told you that? They don't like competition. They don't want you to know the main thing. They just want you to let it slide, let it keep going as it is. Another one, crowd pleasing business, is politics. Politics, whether you call it democracy, no matter what you call it, but politics, politician or people, ruling over others. The crowd cheer them. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. They deceive the crowd that these people are ordained by God, appointed by God, chosen by God, yet they need your vote. It's just to make you feel like, okay, you are part of them. I remember in those days in Nigeria, I don't hear it in America here, but America have their own way of saying it. But in Nigeria, they will tell you, when you complain about what is going on, the injustice going on in the land, they say, who is the government? We are the government. No, we are not. We are not the government. If we are the government, you will not be maybe bowing before any president or any president living better than you. If we are the government, we all we should be living the same way government people live. You will stand at the red light or at the traffic. The government personnel will come with their siren, wait, and pass. And you are there suffering, and you believe you put them in power. And some of you believe that, you made somebody king to be your servant. You made somebody president to be your servant. You are kidding. You cannot give anybody power and expect them, expect them to serve you. No, yeah, they will use that power to subdue you, to serve them. And that's why they tell you must be subject to those in authority. Although you claim you are the one that put them there, right? Okay, the greatest is supposed to be the servant. It's a lie. The greatest be your servant? No, it's a lie they made. And you see the crowd supporting this politics and politicians supporting the government that is actually doing evil to them, that is actually robbing them. Look at what is happening in the world. Is there any reason for anyone to be suffering while the few are enjoying. Think about it. It's the government, it's the politics. People put those things and they convince the crowd because they please the crowd. Oh, we do this, we will do this with all these empty promises. Then the crowd, they fall for it. They use the crowd for campaign and voting. But then after the election, eh, they show you who be who. You will remain poor. Why they remain rich? Also, crowd pleasing business, which affected all of us mainly, because it comes from our families, is religion, a belief in God. Whether you call it spirituality or religion, is the same bullshit. It's limiting us. It started from our family, make us not know ourselves. When you were born, some people think that you need to raise a child. You don't need to raise a child. You don't need to train a child. All you need is to live with the child. A lady made a post, I think, and then I forgot the other name. She made a post, and I see some people don't get it. I said, okay, at least she don't used to make such posts before. But I see she's growing in knowledge. He said, learn from animals. They go with their young ones. Man, human beings don't do that because they came and Africans used to go with their young ones as it's supposed to be naturally. Sending your young ones to school, you don't know it's a child abuse. They abuse them there, they distort them there, they tell them a lot of things that is contrary to what they're supposed to know. So you see, it's from the family. When you were born, even you're supposed to, because you existed before you were born. So you're supposed to know how you were. But no, they heap a lot of things, a lot of beliefs and faith on you that confuse you. You grow up confused, grow up ignorant, grow up a coward. You don't know yourself. So all you do is follow the crowd. So religion is a huge money-making business. Without money in religion, nobody will try to be a pope. Nobody will try to be a bishop or a pastor or a teacher. Remember in those days when they used to mock pastors as church rats? Yeah, people were running away. They say people were running away from the call of God. Today, even women, little children, all of them joining. Oh yeah, I'm called now. Because of what? Money is there. If no money in sports, you won't see people participating in it. If no money in entertainment, you will not see people in there. If you no money in politics, you will not see people saying that. Imagine people spending money to be your servant. I'm running for public servant office, blah blah blah, with money, and they spend millions to secure that seat, to secure that position. Then tomorrow you think they will serve you. No, they just please the crowd to milk them, to make money there. So you see, that's why in religion they tell you something exists when it does not exist. Because already, even from your family, your parents have been used to prepare you to believe such nonsense. Think about that. Somebody tell you something exists, it's the common sense thing. If not, they beat your brain to stupor, to corrosion. The first thing you will demand is, I want to see. I want to see that thing. I want to see that person. And if they tell you, no, you cannot see it, maybe it's only after death, that's when you will see it, it's a lie. You don't supposed to even think it, but they use a lot of fear. Oh, we do this. I have power to do this. You see, you are suffering. This, especially when there is problem in family. That's why you see people going to some places, trying to, we don't have family now. We don't have peace in our family. Things are not working in our family. This is not working for my siblings. It's not working for anybody. Oh, what can I do? I want to be different. I want to do this. Because you have been conditioned. They sold things that are not real to you. You think it's real. So you have that belief in God. Religion, simple definition for religion, it doesn't matter what any other person says it is. A belief in God, or a belief in gods or goddesses. It's a belief. It has nothing to do with knowledge. They may claim it's a spiritual knowledge. We are not spiritual, so we don't need spiritual knowledge. We are physical. We are natural. We need natural knowledge. We need physical knowledge. We need things that matters to us, not things that don't matter to us. Or we don't need things that matters to us after death or after life, as they may put it. No, what matters to us is now the life we are living. So how are you living now? Are you still among the crowd, or are you still pleasing the crowd, or are you still following the crowd? Which one are you? Are you yourself now? Have you distanced yourself from the crowd, using your brain, thinking for yourself, not joining the amen community? Think, not joining the happy this, happy that community. But you begin to, okay, imagine March supposed to be the new year, naturally, for everyone living in this world. But you know how many new year we have today? And the one that most people, especially Africans, celebrate is the one their slave master forced on them, or the one forced on the world with the Gregorian calendar, which has nothing to do with nature. It's anti-nature because there's no balance in it. You have a month that is 28 or 29, some 30s and 31. So you see the confusion there, and that's how they keep you confused. Happy New Year, happy birthday. Which day are you talking about? If you must celebrate the day you were born as you believe, okay, then why that day comes every week, depending on the calendar you are using. China have their own Happy New Year, other people have their own Happy New Year, but the one our slave masters forced us to have is the Gregorian calendar, the one they have January, winter, when everything is there. That's when you're having new year, new spring, new life coming in. Look at outside, it's in the March. It's in March that you begin to see those things, new things coming. Oh. But do you hear our people saying Happy New Year to them? No, they don't care. That's why when they talk about African culture, I say, come on, we don't have African culture. We have to free ourselves first so that we can recover our culture, tradition, and other things that benefited us as a people. So understand that everyone that believes in God is dealing falsely because none of them have seen God. They are just believing and passing down what they were taught to believe without seeing. And they concluded that it's not everything that is real you must see. And you're talking about something or someone you say to be almighty or to be whatever power you say that thing has, then we cannot see it, especially when you believe that thing or that person created you. If you can be seen, whoever or whatever you believe created you should also be seen. If you cannot see who or what created you as you thought to believe, then you are stupid. Continue believing it even as an adult. Wake up. Understand that crowd pleasing business is money making business. These people come up with some dangerous or deadly or stupid doctrines or teachings or beliefs or some coin word just to exploit you. Take your time, take your resources, especially your money. Lies are used to please the crowd. You cannot please the crowd with the truth. You cannot say the truth and have the crowd on your side. It's impossible. Anytime you speak the truth, the crowd will scatter. They will leave you alone. They will abandon you. If you want to be glued to you, you must keep lying because you get them forced through lie. That's why you see when truth comes up, people resist it because we have been conditioned so deep or so much in lies. So when truth comes, it is like natural thing for us to resist it. It's only very few people that we consider that truth or have a rethink and say, wait a minute, what this person say, let me find out, is it true or that? They begin to think. And that's what I call engaging your brain. When you hear something new, when you hear something from someone else that you know is not in agreement with what you used to claim or to know or believe, do research. Find out why is that or why that person saying that. You can ask that person directly or just engage your brain, begin to think. There's no truth that is outside you. Every truth is with you. You are the truth even. So if that thing is the truth, if you engage your brain, you will see, you will agree with it, and it will work out fine. Understand that a speaker of truth, as our people say, has no friends. When you speak the truth, even those you that claim to be your best friends, your childhood friends, your family, all that, they will begin to distance themselves from you. How are you faring? Since you said there is no God or no Jesus to the hearing of your family members, are they still cool with you? Or are they seeing you now as somebody that will go to hell? Although all of you, we are one family. Think about that. If I'm your sibling, we have the same parents. So you say now, because I don't believe the nonsense you believe, I will go to hell. Think. Did I come from hell? No. Did I come from heaven? No. Will I go to hell? No. Will I go to heaven? No. Where did I come from? From the earth. Where will I go? To the earth. That's simple. You see, the truth is simple. It is lie that make it seem like truth. That's why they say naked truth. We are chasing the lie, and the people were mocking the naked truth. You know, it's but the lie is clothed with the cloth belonging to the truth. That's why the crowd follow the lie. And you see how lies spread. Truth is blasphemy today to people. Truth is heresy today to people. Truth is hate speech today to people. Knowledge of truth is the forbidden fruit. Knowledge of truth is the forbidden truth in every crowd pleasing business, in sports, in entertainment, in politics, in religion. Knowledge of truth is the forbidden fruit there. They are fraudsters, not liberators, not builders. When you see those who are pleasing the crowd or following the crowd, they can never be liberators. They can never be builders. They are fraudsters. They are criminals. They are milking the people. They are sucking the people. And they don't have any interest of the people in them. All they have, see, when they see the people, they see benefits. They see money. They see fame. You know, they see, that's why I say that the crowd is the anointing behind all these politicians and religious leaders. And the government is the God that is behind all these anointed, evil, criminal men of God, all of them. So understand that crowd kind of are like a distraction and hindrance. You know, with the crowd, because they are distracted. So they are distracted from the main thing. Even if we need revolution or we need a great change, if the crowd say the otherwise, there's nothing you can do. So they distracted them and they hinder the progress. They hinder the development. They hinder what the sources we're supposed to have. So understand that you need to know yourself so that you won't follow the crowd. If you don't know yourself, you must follow the crowd. It's natural like that. Now, you can follow or please the crowd and not be or do evil. As I said in the subtitle there, when you are a crowd pleasing person, you are evil. When you say evil, it means you are anti nature. You're not supposed to please the crowd. No. If you must please yourself. And the only way you can please yourself is being honest to yourself. Say the truth. Say the truth, no matter who's us is God. And that's how it's supposed to be. Crowd are easily lied to and deceived to be led, especially using the commandments and the promises of God, using the blessing and cursing of God. This is how they keep the crowd coming. Imagine people already had the truth we are speaking about, but they will still dress up, go to mosque. They will still dress up, go to church. They will still dress up, go to meet the person they call anointed or choosing of God or call of God. Have you seen anybody with two hairs? For you to say, okay, this person now is different, this person is choosing or called. You haven't. But the crowd has been deceived to believe such people exist. Such people should be respected and all that. All of us is affected by this evil in the land. So fear and ignorance keep the crowd coming and following the evil one. You remember, the people that you think, oh, they did good thing to us and gave us the holy book and all that. Now they tell you the devil is the evil one. But in the same book, they tell you do not resist an evil person. They tell you do not resist an evil person. Then they tell you do not avenge for yourself. He said, let God punish them. Let God, let the wrath of God come upon them. So you see, when you are afraid and ignorant of who you are, it will keep you believing and following the evil one. Why those who comes to help you, you see them as the evil one. You will not listen to them. You see them as enemy that must be distanced from or dealt with. So the crowd dare not mm, resist the evil one because it's already put in them. So they see them as choosing one, they see them as anointed one, called one, separated one, holy one. So they cannot resist them. And if you gather the morale, or if you said, listen, you have the courage to speak out, the crowd will try to silence you, call you names, and even tell their fellow crowd, don't listen to him, don't go to him. He's devil, he's antichrist, he's heretic, he's this, he's that. But the truth shall prevail. Like myself, you can never stop me. I can never back out. Oh, no. I told you what happened last week, Saturday. I went to where our people are playing soccer and they want to pray. I said, no, I was making noise. No, no, no. They said I should have walked away. I said, no, you are the one that's supposed to walk away because I know better. Where would they go report me? I said, oh, their religion tell them when they want to pray, they should go inside their room, lock the door. They pray in private. Why are you coming in the public place disturbing me with, let us pray, blah, blah, bullshit? No, we come to play, not to pray. So you see, the crowd will always be against revolution because their leader or whoever they are following is against it. They know revolution will remove them from power, will remove them or remove the golden spoon or silver spoon from their mouth. So they resist revolution and anyone that dares to change the status quo. But do you know what? Africans, as a people, our slavery condition is not permanent. We are waking up. The main thing I'm pleading with us who are awakened or who are woke is to grow in knowledge. Think. Don't just resist anything you hear or see. Have a rethink. Engage your brain. You are no longer a believer. Engage your brain. Even if you are pretending, we will know you. But engage your brain. If you are awakened African, if you are woke African, engage your brain. And you will know better than anyone who claims to believe or who insists in believing. Life is great. Live humanly. Keep studying.